Oh, it's being recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a very special guest, Linda G. And if you all don't know who this is, I can't help you.
The,
I
the,
really
the
can't.
G girl.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure everybody that follows me follows you or vice versa, however that
Yeah,
all works
yeah.
out. Yeah, all of
Thank
our
you guys. This team of people here make our world go round. I mean, the beautiful comments I get, my God, there's so many. And occasionally there'll be someone I talked about the 7.0 just to let everybody know it's cool over here because everybody, my email blew up. Are you okay? People are so worried. So I thought I'd do a quick, video and say, hey, listen, the 7.0 was way north of me. We didn't fill a thing. And I told them about I was at an appointment and blah, blah, blah. And I got all these people. Oh, thank you for coming on, Linda, and letting us know. And somebody put liar. It was hysterical. I busted out laughing. I said, oh, yeah, I was lying about what's on the news all over the place about the 7.0 and the tsunami. That's all a lie.
I know I contacted Danny. I'm like, Danny, did the earth move under your feet?
He wasn't around it.
No, he's like, no, we didn't feel a thing.
You had
Oh
to be
my
much
gosh.
further north.
Well, I didn't know you had an earthquake until I came across your video. And then I
Oh,
looked it up.
and then
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
didn't.
oh my God, they had an earthquake.
Yeah, that's what it was like. What? What?
Yeah.
7.0 is pretty big. Pretty big. And it was off.
It was in the ocean, but yeah, that's big. And by the way, I predicted Alaska,
Ooh,
and yesterday they had numerous, including the 6.3.
ooh, yeah.
But earthquakes are easy to predict. But I get feelings, I get it ringing in my ears where I'll know. And I don't know if you watched that video, but I had it to my appointment and something, because I did my two readings in the morning. And then I thought, I better write Jeff and say, if something happens and we have an earthquake, because he's asleep in his room. Mom is in Petaluma, I just wanted him to know. And I got so busy heading out and stuff, I didn't leave the note. I'm sitting down in Petaluma at the beauty shop and everybody's phone went off. It's a very irritating. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my God. And all I could think of, I didn't tell my son
That
that
your
I was
mom's
down in
okay.
Petaluma. And then come to find out, he didn't feel a thing. The only person that said they felt something was my sister. The
Mm,
only person.
wow.
My other son was in Marin at his job. He didn't feel nothing.
Well, Yellowstone,
They've been having several quakes.
yeah, since I have been a little girl. Yellowstone itself, about all of the wildlife and all that, I have been very, very interested in the volcano in Yellowstone.
Really?
Yeah, very. I've always kept tabs on it. I've always listened to it. I will watch anything that they put on the History Channel or whatever. Yeah, and it's becoming so seismic, so much activity right now that each and every one of the scientists are like, it's imminent. It's imminent. That's their like this is happening, it's imminent. They
The
keep on.
cauldron will totally go off. But this is my hit, and I could be wrong, but I'm wishing I'm not wrong. Maybe I'm just trying to look at the bright side. I feel an explosion, but I don't see the Armageddon explosion.
No, I don't see either. I think that when I was a little girl and through my teenage years, a lot of the scientists kept on saying is it breathes well. And I didn't understand what it's talking about until later on, where it talks about it's breathing well still. It's like everything is the pressurized, it's still doing really well with the
Okay.
breathing well. And I think about it, and they start saying that it's imminent, meaning that it's probably the venting and the regulation of the venting is starting to get irregular. So, anyways, I don't feel like we're gonna, get Armageddon either. Like half the United States is gonna be gone. We'll probably be long gone before that ever happens, but it's just a very
Or not. We might live through it. We're in a time right now where there could be some major. This Earth is not happy with us,
no, she's
and
she's starting to
she
swat.
she's starting to adjust.
Yeah, she is. She's
So,
not
you know,
happy at all. So well, it's very good to see you. It's very good to get back with you and stuff. I won't be too hard on you. And of course this video is not gonna be too long. Between both of us, we kind of tap out around 40 minutes.
I know. And then I got to start dinner
Yeah,
in an hour.
exactly. I like your Paul McCartney t-shirt.
Yeah, I always
Really
got
cute.
my, oh, this is an old one I found in my drawer. That's why it's all wrinkled. But I was on this morning with Mel and got a little spruced up. And then I said, Sheila won't mind if I'm just grub.
Not at all. Yeah, you come as you are at this table.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I did source a few questions out there, and kind of what we're going to do today is I will probably throw maybe a couple of cards on here, but I'm really going to tap into Linda G's like intuition. She has
Yeah.
phenomenal intuition, and
Thank
so
you.
there's a few questions that I have. Dogs might bark, so sorry, but and I'm going to just
Me
kind
too on my end.
of see how you feel about it. One of the ones is, uh, do you think it's about Elon Musk? So Elon Musk and Donald Trump, there's two egos button heads. And I think I caught a little bit of your video on that. But button heads, they are just too big of egos to be even in the same space. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. However, at one point in time, Donald Trump is probably going to say something to piss off.
He's not going to put up with him.
No,
Let me tell you something.
I'm here. It just
It
paused.
just froze. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. Just today on social media, I don't know if it was, I don't know which one it was. They said yesterday at dinner, Donald asked Elon to move to another table.
Oh, yeah, that's a start.
And apparently there was a little tit for tat in France because Elon was taking the seat of Macron. How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, the French
The
prime
French
minister.
prime
Yeah,
minister.
yeah,
He sat where he was supposed to sit.
yeah.
He's talking to him like this, like, you
I saw
idiot,
that.
don't be sitting there. And then he got all red faced and took off. But if he's too pushy, you notice you're not seeing Verdict anymore, which is interesting.
Vivek,
Vedic or whatever his
yeah,
name is.
Vivek, yeah. Well, yeah, it's very interesting. We haven't seen JD Vance.
Oh no, JD Vance is hiding behind the scenes. Trump doesn't like him.
I know. I'm like, what did you?
Well, he's told him, you to be seen, not heard.
Isn't I mean, that is just as
But
all of this, the
see,
whole dynamics is just getting so fascinating. So the question at the end of the whole thing is how is Elon Musk going to handle the major rejection from Trump? Is he going to spill the guts? Is he going to get him in trouble? Is he gonna retaliate? Because
he'll
Elon,
be afraid
Elon.
to because Trump can make his life very miserable. He can cut any agreements that the government has with Musk. He can cut those contracts.
That's true, but
I don't see Elon Musk spilling his guts,
you
but
know
I do see Trump spilling his guts.
about Elon if Elon
Yeah,
says,
like that SOB, he did this and he begged me and he wouldn't leave me alone. Well, he bought his seat.
"Oh, of course he
It's no
did."
love relationship. He bought his seat and he's spilling all this bull in Trump's ear. And I see something really being like boom, it could even that he's not even in office yet, but something that's so bad that they say they're going to do, and there's a lot of bad stuff that Trump will say it was him. It wasn't me, it was him.
He's gonna start shifting the blame.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing about it is Musk pushing his luck with Trump. Trump is unstable. He's so unstable that it's like that's the reason why so many people tiptoe around him is because they know that he could just wipe out any progress that they've ever had.
Look at Bannon. Bannon was
Unfortunately.
with him, and Bannon adored him, and they were working good. And then they put Bannon on the front of Newsweek or Time Magazine. They put him on the front of Time Magazine, and that made Trump furious.
Yep.
That's when he got rid of him.
Yep. You're fired. You're out. Well, that's the thing about Vivek, Elon. He has so many huge egos
I
that
know.
he's trying to put in there that could only cause problems.
That'll cause problems.
Yeah. Oh, anyways,
The
okay.
reason
So
he's even nice to Elon, because he thinks Elon's weird. That's funny, a weird guy thinking Elon's weird.
yeah,
And he thinks he's a genius, but he also thinks he's weird. And the only reason that he allows Elon in the door is because he paid the price.
you did. I said that on a post. I was like, Elon Musk is not going to leave Trump's side because he's going to make sure that he gets his money's worth.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so here's another one just to add of your intuition if you'd like. Of course, I'm not going to tell you to do anything. I'll tell you what to do. There have been Democrat governors that have said all will become clear, Newsom, Whitmore, and two others. What is your,
Oh, there's something going on behind closed doors, girlfriend.
I believe so. Everybody thinks that the
And do you
Democrats are
think
laying
Trump
down and
even
saying no.
has, do you think Trump even has any kind of idea? Something huge. And let me tell you who else is unhappy with Trump, Putin. He's very unhappy with him. And Putin's the type who wouldn't care if some information fell out of his pocket.
No, I mean, how do you show nude pictures of a president of another country without sending a strong message? You're mine.
Yeah. Oh, you mean of
Watch
his
your
wife,
P's and
first
Q's.
lady? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Watch.
they laughed about her. Yeah, they laughed. They know she was a worker. That
That's,
was no love story. That was somebody who was a worker. She was young and he liked her.
oh yeah. That's astonishing how that kind of comes around. So
So that's going to the President Biden has just put through something. I can't remember what it was. Maybe you know what it is. It's some sort of thing that it's president is found to have worked with a foreign nation, but it amplifies it somehow. It's already in the Constitution,
yeah,
but it's like they can't get him for insurrection because they never took him to task for it.
no. Well, there's another thing is people were wanting to know if Jack Smith's report is going to be made
Oh, it's
public
going to be
after
huge.
Merrick
It's going
Garland.
to be huge.
I get,
And don't give up on Merrick Garland yet. I don't know why. I feel like he's got something planned too. And I see if Trump gets in, I see blanket pardons down the road, just blanket pardons. They're going to be so upset.
well, yeah, because what he said was, I will be your retribution, and they need to pick a person to show the maggots and give them what they want.
Yeah.
And I don't know who it's going to be, but yeah, that was his whole plan. And thank goodness they took away Hunter Biden, and they're like, oh, Hunter Biden, blah 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 blah. But then again,
Yeah, but they're
Matt
still going to
Gaetz,
act like but here he is a regular citizen and they're still going to go after him. But
yeah,
you can't touch Matt Gaetz, who, by the way, is also a regular citizen.
yeah. It's like, wait a minute. So was Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden was also not in the. But I was like, oh, you guys are just telling on yourselves. But the maggots don't care. They don't care.
No,
They
but here's the part that
don't
they're
care.
going to care. They're going to care when their Social Security checks.
Yeah.
And the ones that voted, the states that voted for him the most are the red states that have no money.
And it's
Poor
just
as hell, and he's going to make them poor.
yeah. Yeah, and that's well they see that's the thing about like if you go into Kentucky, go into the hollers of Kentucky or whatever or Tennessee, these people have been poor all of like really poor, no jobs, this, that, and the other, and they will still just glorify Trump. And I just it's like it's gone. Like it's gone.
Yeah, but even when they don't have anything, no nothing, are they still going to glorify Trump?
They do. They do. I mean, There's some documentation or some some YouTube channels that I watch where they go in and talk to the people who live there. And they're like, she has to like have 4 or 5 jobs just to keep afloat, just to keep her kids fed, this, that, and the other. And they're like, are you still a supporter of Trump? She goes, absolutely, yes. He's just like us. He's gonna save us. I mean, it
From
is,
what?
I don't know. It's like bizarre. And then the Democrats are the ones that did it to us, but you live in a red state. You've been governed by Republicans. And how is it that the Democrats are making this? Well, it's because they restrict the Republicans from doing what they need to do.
Oh, that is a bunch of
It
bull.
is. We know it. But that is the mishap. That is the absolute brain dysfunction that's coming.
Well, like all those people, those union people, some big union guy talked everybody into voting for Trump. And then now
Sure
he's
enough,
saying he's not going to help them out. He's going to break their union. He can't believe it. He's like, he says, I feel like I've been
gut punched.
punched in the gut.
Yep. Well, they're gonna all find out. They're gonna F around and find out. If you're not on
Yeah.
TikTok, F around
And
and
let me
find
tell you,
out.
Governor Newsom, all of the billions of dollars we give to the federal government,
Yeah,
what happens when, oh, Trump's acting like you ain't getting nothing? Hey, buddy, we pay you.
yeah.
We keep your poor states afloat. So guess what? We're
All
gonna keep
of
our money.
all of the blue states together could could concede from the United States and survive and pay their people their own social security and everything that was federally done. You know what? Colorado itself gets paid all the water that comes from Colorado from to the Nevada to Arkansas. I mean Arkansas, but Arizona, all of that. Those states pay us for the money. So they can't use our water unless they pay us. I mean, we are also, sorry, another frozen moment. But anyways, so between California and Colorado especially, and we also have Washington is also very, very lucrative. We could succeed. You know, we could do that and take care of
Well,
our
you
people.
can't legally succeed without creating a war.
No, but I'm just saying we could if we had to. You know,
Well, yeah, you could
that's my
just
thought
not
behind it.
succeed, but you could say, we know you're not going to give us any money, so we're holding on to our
Yeah,
money.
we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it and take care of our own people since you're gonna terrorize them. So yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Okay. Boy, did we go off on a tangent, eh? What do you think is what kind of job or what kind of influence do you think JD Vance is gonna have, or is he even going to be, is he gonna be ousted? If people are like, he's been so forgotten that he may be just dropped.
Well, if he has an opportunity to be president, he's going to have nothing to work with because I see blue, blue, blue. When it comes time again for people to vote, they're going to vote blue, blue, blue. They don't want anybody that's going to work on behalf of them losing everything they have.
Yeah, hopefully all of the ones who voted for Jill Stein because of the um, Palestine, I hope they learned their lesson.
Why? Now, what was with Jill Stein in Palestine?
So on the ticket, Jill Stein was the one that says, I'm going to do a ceasefire. I'm all about the Palestinian and all of that. And so all of the young people who voted for Jill Stein, which there's considerably a lot of them if you look on the ticket, they've learned their lesson about who to have picked. They should have picked Kamala Harris to do something about the Palestine, but now that Trump, they whatever who they voted for now has Kamala Harris losing too. You know, all of the ones. It was just unbelievable how many of them voted for Jill Stein. Uh,
But then that means Trump's in office and Trump can give a crap about Palestine.
didn't care.
He's told Netanyahu, do what you want.
Yeah, Rubio's this is I don't care. Rubio. He goes, wipe them all out. That's what he said. He's walking through and he went up to a reporter and he goes, "Yep, wipe them all out. I don't care. Wipe them all out." So he is not for the Palestine whatsoever. It was just unbelievable. Okay. So we have, let's see, is there another good question? Do you have any idea of what maybe the Democrats are talking about by chance? Like any indication, any
There's behind closed doors information going on. And I'm almost feeling it's other nations. It could even be NATO is talking about it's a concentration on Putin. So something to do with Putin that attaches to us. So they're going to say he was part of the reason that you can't trust your voting system because he was in it. And Elon Musk helped him do it. He was on the phone with Putin twice a
Oh,
week.
of course he was. Well, ironically, all the bots have slowed down on TikTok and everywhere else. All the bots are like on vacation. You know what I mean? Okay, so Assad, is how you say his name?
Yeah.
Okay. So people are thinking, even though Assad, he would, of course, he went to Russia to stay safe, but he's also an incredible disappointment to Putin.
Putin.
Do you think he's really safe
No,
because of what he has done? I mean, it's a
no,
disappointment.
no. And I feel Assad is not long for this world.
Yeah, like he better stay away from some
I
stairs.
don't know if it's Putin, but I feel somebody is going to take him out.
Yeah,
When they went in those prisons and found like that one girl became a prisoner at age 19 and she had all these children who she didn't know who the father was because she was raped in the prison. It's like that. I see somebody laying in wait for him, taking him out.
good. I haven't thought about him, but somebody had asked about it, and I said, "Yeah, I bet. I bet he is not a
Really
bad guy."
was an evil man. And they thought for a minute he might be nicer. He's an eye doctor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he was married to that woman. She's very pretty, and she talked on one of the 60 Minutes or something. She seemed, and I thought, how could you be with that manslayer?
He was probably a prison too.
I don't know,
Sure.
but yeah, he's about ready to go up in flames.
Well, that's good. So everybody's kind of worried about Biden and Parkinson's and stuff like that. I don't know.
Now,
I don't feel like I think it's just old age.
why
We
don't they worry
never,
about the oldest man in office? Trump is going to be the oldest man.
He-
He's the one that has issues.
yeah. Um, do you have a feeling of the reason why Biden held back to going to Notre Dame? I do. I kind of have a
He's
feeling.
got a cold right now. He even talked about it.
Yeah, cool. But I have a feeling that it had a lot to do also with the fall of Syria.
That's all. Okay.
Yeah. I kind of thought
His
that
wife
maybe,
went. His wife and his daughter went.
yeah, which she
So
took
he
beautiful.
represented. Or maybe even Macron told him, look, I'm going to invite Trump. And you know why I want Zelensky to be in the same room with him. And I think Biden understood, but he also just didn't have the stomach to look at Trump.
I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have, not even a little bit. But she took, the first lady took some really pretty pictures, I thought, with the other first ladies.
Yeah.
She
They seem
really,
to really enjoy each other.
yeah, they really, really did. So, and another, just an overall, uh, feeling of, I guess, I know all of your videos, you probably have said this many a times because, you're on your channel a lot. But December 17th is the electoral confirmation. What do you think is going to come from that?
December 17th. That's why
December,
some stuff is getting ready to take place.
do you think we'll probably know what's going to happen prior to? A lot of people are thinking that maybe this Friday or something like that, there's going to be some big announcements coming, or it's like all of this stuff. It's like everybody went radio silent.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not getting anything from December 17th.
Me neither. I think it's like business as
Feeling you, not
usual.
that nothing happens, but I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. And people are, of course, Trump being inaugurated and stuff like that. I kind of go back.
Don't get involved in emotion on it. Leave it be to the realm and tell them, look, if it's supposed to be him in there right now, I know there's a reason for it. And I trust you. And that listen, if he gets in office, he won't last long. He's
No.
just going to implode.
Yeah, there's too many big egos. There's too many things. There's too many, like, you can't create a cabinet of criminals and not have everybody going against. Criminals are not to be trusted, even with each
Right.
other.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
he's going to really, really blow it.
his
And I
hand,
see him being so mad because I see them deciding, no, you can't use that one. No, you can't
yeah.
use that one.
Yeah, he says a lot of stuff that he can't get done.
No.
He forgets that he has a Congress that has to agree with his dumb butt.
Oh, but Mike Johnson is just a
Oh,
fraud. Oh
he's
my
worse,
God.
yeah. Oh yeah, he wants everything. And same with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Whatever Trump wants, you better get it done. Like, and I'm sure everybody's going, "Oh yeah, 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 that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna agree to everything."
Well, the problem is you're going to have constituents. Maybe people like Jim Jordan don't listen to their people from Ohio. But I'll tell you what, you start cutting the checks of vets and stuff, you're going to have some trouble at your door.
Well,
And it could frighten a lot of these people up enough that they realize, no, sir, we can't do this because we have people to think of and families. He's just cutting across the board so he can put more money in his pocket. And giving the rich a big benefit, that's not cool.
always, always for the rich. What are those billionaires gonna do when we stop having babies, or we're all too sick to have babies?
And let me tell you, there's going to be so many people suing him. There's going to be so many lawsuits, civil rights lawsuits, and the things he's trying to pull. And he's just going to be blocked at every end. It's not going to be. And the Supreme Court just voted, but believe it or not, the worst guy. What's his name? There's Thomas, and then there's
Are
who's
you
the other
talking
one?
Alito?
Alito just said that no, he said he wanted to have permission to talk trash about the people that sued him. And they said no. The Supreme Court said no.
Good.
You keep your mouth shut. Alito said that.
Well, that doesn't mean that's a good thing for us, because they're always doing something that benefits them.
That's true. But
But all right, my dear, well, I'm going to set you free.
oh,
Thank
okay.
you
Thank
so
you for
much.
having me.
Yes, thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
showing up and having a great conversation. It's
We got
nice to
next week to think of.
the
Fasten your seatbelt.
next week.
Yeah, isn't next week going to be the 15th or close
Yes.
to the 15th?
Am I missing something?
What is the date today? The 9th?
Today's the 9th.
So in 7 days, it's the 15th.
Yes. December 15th. I'm sorry. What's going on December 15th?
Well, you said the 17th, but the 15th, some planetary thing is getting ready to happen.
Okay, gotcha. I'm like, what did I miss?
All the planetary people are saying the 15th is huge. So something's coming out.
Yeah, well, this retrograde has been something phenomenal.
I know, I know.
So many things, so many things. You can't turn around. You can't turn on the news without having a breaking news.
Well, I listen to Sky News and I listen to BBC News. I haven't turned on MSNBC in a long time.
I pay a lot of attention to the social media news.
Yeah, but sometimes they can be wrong.
Yes,
Sometimes their
they
news
try
isn't
really
right.
hard to be right. That's the part.
Yeah.
If they're wrong, they'll come back and correct it. But
Well, someone just
Midas
wrote me, he
touch.
said, someone on one of the social media said that Trump was booed at some point in time going into that France place.
Yeah.
And I remember reading it and then I looked for it and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I looked for it too. Once you posted, I was looking for it too. I couldn't find it. But then again, if there's that happens all the time. Like, somebody will put it out there and then they smash the story, right?
Yeah, That's true.
Constantly they do that. So I don't trust any of that, but I do like Aaron Parnes. He has a YouTube channel. Also, he's on TikTok. Aaron Parnes was the son of Parnes, the guy that was with Julian, Julie. Why can't I think of any words that I would love? He was the one that went to Ukraine with the mayor of New York.
Oh, Giuliani?
Yeah, Giuliani. Yeah, he's but his son
Oh,
is,
Parnas, he's the Russian guy.
yeah, his son, Aaron, is a savant. He's an incredibly intelligent child. He was in college at 14. He's
He
a
has a YouTube channel?
he has a YouTube channel
I'm
and
gonna check him out.
a TikTok channel where he every time he hears something, he will post and give us information. There's also, of course, Tyler Brian Cohen, Tyler Cohen, whatever his name is. He's also really good. I really like watching him, but I kind of resort to any of those to get any news because I just don't.
Yeah, because they give you the right news.
Yeah. So just remember sometimes when somebody will pop out some information, the other news stations will be told to smash it. And that's how it
I gotta tell you, I saw Putin pulling out his pockets inside out, which means he's broke.
empty. There's no men left.
And I see South Korea not being happy with Putin.
Mm-mm.
But mostly I see Putin not being happy with Trump. I don't know what's going on here, but I see him really mad at Trump.
Well,
He
Trump,
could destroy Trump if he wanted to.
of course he could, but you see, Trump is not very good at following up with his promises. He loves to have everybody else promise him stuff, but he
Yeah,
is not good at following up and delivering on his promises. He'll find an excuse how to wiggle out of it. And that's maybe the reason why he's trying to do it with Putin. Like
yeah,
Putin wants a slice of the pie of the United States, and Trump goes, no, it's all mine.
yeah. He could, and also he thinks this is the last time. He thinks he's going to call the next president if something happens to him, but it's not going to happen. He thinks he's going to change the Constitution. I'll tell you what, we get off with the hair of our chinny chin chin. He's not going to be able to accomplish that.
Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of them, and they assure me that there's no way that he can stay in past 4 years. We just have too many tentacles out there, and they can't cut all the tentacles in 4 years. You know.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it all goes, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Linda.
Stevie.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.